Hey y'all, this is Toya. You tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all, so I am Latoya Calhoun. I am a motivational speaker, a life coach, and a small business owner. And by faith, I am a mother. So you can get shirts at autumnfaithcollc.com. You can also find out about booking me for a speech or anything like that on my website, autumnfaithcollc.com. Okay, today I want to talk to you guys about faith by faith, right? So the reason I want to talk to you guys about that is because I had struggled with doubt a little bit here and there, not necessarily doubting in God's ability. I think a lot of the times when you struggle with doubt, a lot of times folks kind of think that you are talking about you doubt that God exists or his ability to do a thing or whatever like that. And it's not, that wasn't really it for me. It was just like, does he want to, right? And things like that. So I say all of that to say, because I had recently been praying and just saying, God, increase my capacity of faith to believe you, to receive the things that you have for me, the things that I'm believing you for, right? And I have been praying that by faith, like, God, increase my faith. And the reason we want to increase our faith, first off, we need to have faith, because in Hebrews it tells us that without faith, it's impossible to please God. Those that come to him must believe that he's there. So first off, I didn't have a problem with believing that he was there, right? And I'm just saying me, but this can be for anyone, right? So first off, we got to first believe, right? Then the next thing was the lady with the issue of blood. I think her story is in Luke, and it talks about how she had been bleeding for like years, like 10 years or something like that. I'm not certain how many years, but I know it was over 1 or 2. She had been bleeding for years. She had went everywhere, done all of the things and all of the stuff, and nobody could heal her. So she heard Jesus was coming to town, and she was like, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, just the hem of his garment, and so I will be healed. So when he came through town, she did just that. She touched the hem of his garment, and he looked at her and he said, your faith has made you whole. So my thing is, I'm like, God, I need faith. I need to have that kind of faith that's going to make me whole. That's going to get me to the place to believe you, to at the capacity that I need to believe you to receive whatever miracle, whatever it is that you have for my life, whatever abundance, the exceedingly abundantly that you have for my life, right? And so I have been praying and asking God to increase that area of my life. And I feel like I went to Thai Tribute Church a few weeks back. And one of the things I had got out of the message that he was saying is that we need to be doing everything we do by faith, right? And I was like, dang. So I went home. I thought on that by faith, right? And what came to me was, first off, I should have been doing that anyways, right? We need anything that we already do as believers need to be coming from a finished work that's on the cross. The finished work on the cross is what we got faith in, right? So anything that you do today or going forward, so God has given me that for the rest of this year and even next year so far. Anything I do has to be by faith. I got in the car this morning. I drove it by faith. I went and worked out this morning. I went and worked out by faith that I'm improving my body. I'm improving my mobility, right? I go on this job by faith. I'm going to get my check by faith. I'm going to be a good steward over it by faith. I'm going to speak life into my husband by faith. I'm going to speak life into the people that God bring in my life by faith. I'm going to speak life into myself. It was a time I was just about to give up on anything in my business, and I went to a retreat. Shouts out to Jolisha and Bestiepreneur. I went on this retreat, and in that one day, I sold 4 shirts. In that one day, and 4 shirts don't seem like anything, right? But when you're a small business owner and you're not selling things all the time, it almost makes you want to give up. And during that time, I felt like God spoke it to me again, by faith. And so I just want to encourage somebody, anything and everything you do, you need to be doing it by faith, okay? Because he said that he's given us each a measure of faith, for 1, and for 2, we are awarded, it is awarded to us by our faith. The same thing with the lady of issue of blood. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying you sit there, got cancer, need surgery and all of these things. By faith, I'm just going to be healed. No, you take the medicine by faith that it will work, right? Not in the medicine itself, but in the God that gave the people the mind to make this stuff, right? You do your part, right? You do what you're supposed to do, and you, by faith, trust on the other end of that faith that God is doing what he is going to do. Now, understand this, by faith don't mean that you won't have, that sometimes you won't get disappointed by the outcome. But what I can trust is, however the outcome is, by faith, I trust that it's what's best for me and the purpose that he has on my life. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, by faith, get out here and get moving and keep moving. And what are you doing by faith? Leave me some comments and let me know, what are you doing by faith today and for the rest of the year? Okay, this is Toya. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, because it may bless somebody else. Peace.